Into other COVID-related news, there are states out there who aren't relying on the goodwill of people with no goodwill to get vaccinated. We're seeing spikes in all across the country, in Louisiana and Arkansas, Florida, Texas, where we thought we had a stranglehold on this thing. We thought the worst days were behind us. And Florida's infection rate right now is approaching the highest levels of the entire pandemic. Child hospitalization rates are raising. It is a worrying specter all across the country, but in certain states it's worse. In my home state of California, not my home state, but where I live right now, they are taking action. They are mandating now. It was just announced they are mandating vaccines for healthcare workers. Reading from the LA Times, California healthcare workers must be vaccinated by end of September under new health order. In what officials characterized as the first requirement of its kind in the nation, California ordered Thursday that healthcare workers statewide must be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 come early fall. The new mandate applies to employees in hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, clinics, doctors' offices, hospice facilities, dialysis centers, and most other healthcare settings, and stipulates that they complete their inoculation regimen by September 30th. Quote here from an official: as we continue to see an increase in cases and hospitalizations due to the Delta variant of COVID-19, it's important that we protect the vulnerable patients in these settings. Dr. Tomas Aragon, State Public Health Officer and Director of the California Department of Public Health, said in a statement, today's action will also ensure that healthcare workers themselves are protected. Vaccines are how we end this pandemic. Reasonable. This is a reasonable approach, an expected approach, which is miles apart. It is an alternate universe here in California, leadership-wise, relative to Florida or Arkansas. I know Farron Cousins talked about it the other day, about Asa Hutchinson, the former senator and now governor of Arkansas, who's like, oh, I made a huge mistake, y'all. I shouldn't have signed the ban on mask mandates because now people are dying all around me. All my constituents are in bad shape. States like that, rules like that don't apply in certain states, California being one of them. It was just last week that Governor Gavin Newsom announced that California healthcare employees would soon either have to show proof of their vaccination status or be subjected to regular testing. The new order largely removes the testing option and allows only limited religious or medical exemptions from the vaccine requirement. Employees who are exempted would have to be tested regularly, twice a week if they work in acute or long-term care facilities, and once a week in other healthcare settings. Unvaccinated employees would also have to wear a surgical mask or respirator, such as an N95, while inside a facility. All of these are reasonable expectations of the entire populace, but of course they're reasonable for someone working in a healthcare setting. It is disgraceful the manner with which certain municipalities, certain states have dealt with this, which is to say not dealing with it. To act like this is a liberty issue is nonsense. As I've talked about, if you choose not to wear a seatbelt, you're only harming yourself. If you choose not to wear a helmet on a motorcycle, really it's just you that you're going to harm. This is not the case with the coronavirus. If I'm not vaccinated, I am, and I have been for months. But if I'm not, and I'm walking around asymptomatic, just breathing my filth all over everybody, and I get somebody sick and they die, that's on me. It's not about my liberty when I infect someone and they die and I've encroached upon their rights. It's not wearing a helmet. It's not wearing a seatbelt. It's not my liberty, y'all. It has nothing to do with that. It is basic decency and the protection of our neighbors.